Hey everyone, it's Tremia, and it's sunshiny today. uh, I've had a week of not feeling so well, been dealing with a lot of weakness and a lot of GI problems. And the weakness, I tend to want to relate it to my adrenal glands because I've been getting a couple of pain, some sharp pains in my adrenal area. And one of the symptoms of adrenal crisis is weakness. And I mean, weak to where I can't lift my head up off the pillow. I can't speak. And I've taken some extra prednisone this week. Is a difficult choice to make due to the fact of the osteoporosis, and but I had to took a while of thinking. Even though Dwayne will sit and he's very patient and explain things to me, and he knows I don't comprehend, and I'll ask again, and I ask again. And he never gets upset with me. He just keeps on explaining, knowing that I'll eventually, understand. And what has caused the critical osteoporosis and the vertebral fractures is 1,000 milligrams of prednisone a day. An extra 10 milligrams right now. It's not going to hurt anything, but it will keep me from going into adrenal crisis. And adrenal crisis, you can die from that. And so I finally understood enough and, been taking extra 10 milligrams. And, I got enough energy at least to where I was able to get out of bed today and come over here and sit by the sun some and look at the backyard. Also, my weakness, I know, and not feeling well is my IVIG is due on Monday, will be the 28 days. And the last, week of that, the 21 to 28 days, I can tell that I'm not feeling as well as what I did, the other 3 weeks of the month. And, this time it was just really bad. And sometime this year, my oncologist, because I kept on saying, is there any way I can come every 21 days instead of 28? And he goes, no, we need to keep it at 28. And being very kind about it. And he switched me from 50,000, I think, units to 60,000. And it's made it not like 7 days of going downhill, but, like the last 3 to 4 days was rough. But this week, every single day has just been bad, horrible, not feeling well, wondering how I'm going to be able to set up to make it to the bathroom, how I'm going to get my shower, not able to eat, not wanting to eat, GI problems, significant. So I'm waiting for the first of the week to come, looking forward to going up there and getting my infusion, getting the IVIG, getting the immunoglobulins, and also I'll get another round of the iron, and he was going to give me 2 rounds. This is the second one. Also, I've been having trouble with my breathing over the last good 3 weeks, but it's been more humid here in Oklahoma than normal. I believe it has been this last week also, but I haven't been outside in it. But I just know, the doctor said my breathing, he can hear constriction in there, and I've been really Mucinex really helps me, and the inhaler. And then get bad enough, we got the nebulizer, and I do that. So, oh, I'm tired and I haven't done anything. Dwayne just went to town to do our weekend errands, and I missed that. We know it's too hot for me to go outside. And also he's returning some stuff to Lowe's. We got that new stuff that you put on your deck, and it like fills in the cracks and the crevices and all that kind of neat stuff. And they mix the wrong color, and that has like 3 10-gallon buckets, and that he's got to take back, and then he couldn't get those in and be pushing me in a wheelchair. So it's just best that I stay at home. But I needed those petty scrubs that you get at Ulta for your feet, and some hairspray. You'd think that I never use it, but he's gonna stop and get that stuff for me, and but I hope like towards the middle or end of this week that I've got more energy and I'm feeling better, and I could call one of my girlfriends, and we can make a run for Ulta, because they're having a good sale. There are a lot of things in there I want to get, and just go have some laughs. Working on getting my insulin pump. My endocrinologist wanted me to get an insulin pump. My glucose levels are just being really erratic. I mean, from in the 90s up into the 400s, and we're doing everything that we're supposed to be doing, and it's hard work to keep up with diabetes. I mean, when you're sick and you got other things that you're having to keep up with, and then keeping up with diabetes is just enough on its own. I mean, like sticking your finger 5 times, 6 times a day. We're giving shots about 6 times a day, and I can't give them to myself because my fingers, I just can't do it. And so, Dwayne I have to have help doing it, and it's just too hard and demanding for me to keep up with physically. And my endocrinologist wants me to get the insulin pump that has the glucose monitoring with it, where it keeps you just have to test your blood twice a day to make sure it's kind of reading the same as what your insulin pump is reading. And then that would cut out all my shots during the day. I think I'd have to change the catheter every 3 days and put in a new cartridge of insulin, and it would totally take out my long-acting insulin, and it would just be the fast-acting. And so it would be less work on me, and hopefully better control. It can do better than what we're doing, because we're not doing 100% perfect at it, but we're trying to keep up with it. Because diabetes, my dad's full-blooded Native American, so I'm half. And on his side, my aunts and my uncles have all passed away from complications due to diabetes. Early 50s, 60s. I'm going to be 46 next weekend. I'm pretty much same age bracket. My dad is the only one that has not had diabetes, and he's 75. So, you know, he's lived longer than his siblings, but, you know, he's had major heart problems and stuff. So it's stuff that we take very seriously, and we know we need to take care of it. So, and hopefully that getting those under control will help with nausea and, you know, weakness and sweating and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I'll be getting that insulin pump. It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. My rep hasn't been too quick on her feet. And what is funny is my sister-in-law, she has type 1 diabetes. Mine's type 2. I'm still making insulin. And she's wanting to upgrade her insulin pump to the one that I'm getting. And she's having trouble with his rep also. So this girl just doesn't, she's not quick. Or doesn't see the importance. Oh, well. When I get it here, I'll be blessed, though. This video has already turned out to be twice as long as what I wanted to make it. So I'm sure I did a lot of jabbering. But I'll see you guys in the next video.